generously to me. So here our Garga Sahita has something. O Sri Krishna, O lotus growing in King Vrishni's family, O son of Nanda, O Lord of Radha, O enchanter of the Kamadev, O master of the demigod, O king of virtue, O king of Gokul, O Govinda, please protect me, who am now bewildered by your illusory potency. A person who circumambulate Lord Krishna attain the result of visiting all holy places in the universe. He will go to your Krishna lok, the best of the spiritual realm. Srinath said, after offering these prayers and bowing down 3 times, Brahma circumambulated Lord Govinda and glorious master of the Vrindavan. First becoming invisible and then offering blessing to calves and boys, Grandfather Brahma asked permission to leave. With a glance, Krishna gave his permission. Then Brahma bowed again and returned to his own abode. Now verse number 40. Sri Krishna Vrishni Kula Pushkara Josha Dain Kshama Nirajara Dveja Pashu Dadhi Vrdhi Harim Karin Udharam Saravara Harakshati Rakshastrug Akalpam Arakam Aharan Bhagavan Namaste. This is the last prayer of Brahma. Oh, dear Sri Krishna, you bestow happiness upon the lotus-like Vrishni dynasty, Vrishni Puskar, and expand the great ocean consisting of earth and demigods. The Brahmins and the cows, it means you protect them. Deva, Brahma, Vipra, cow, you see, this is common. You dispel the dense darkness of religion and oppose the demons who have appeared on this earth. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, as long as this universe exists and as long as the sun rises, I will offer my obeisances unto you. According to Srila Sanatana Goswami, the Lord Brahma is here, engaged in the ecstasy of Nama Sankirtan, glorifying various holy names of Krishna that indicate his varied pastimes. Lord Krishna expertly suppressed the demonic population of the earth, which became unbearable with the advent of demonic politicians like Kansa, Jarasa, and Shishupal. Similarly, in modern society, there are many so-called God-fearing people who are actually attracted to demonic existence. Such persons become enlivened with the setting of the sun and go out in the darkness to enjoy life in restaurants, nightclubs, disclothic hotels, and so on, which are all simply meant for illicit sex interaction, gambling, and meat eating. Then there are those who openly defy God and His law, declaring themselves atheists and demons. Both the covert and overt enemies of the Lord continues an unholy burden for the earth, and the Lord Krishna descend to expertly remove this burden. Here Lord Brahma indirectly stated that Lord Krishna should remove Brahma's own subtle atheism, which had led him to try to exert illusory power over Lord Krishna. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Lord Brahma, in his shame, felt himself to be like a Brahman Rakshas, a Brahma Rakshas from Satyalok, who had come to the earth to disturb Lord Krishna and his intimate friends and cows. Brahma is lamenting that although Lord Krishna is most exalted, the Lord of the all lords, because he had appeared before Brahma in such a simple and innocent feature, decorated with the stick, a conch shell, the ornament, and red clay, a peacock feather, and so on, and sporting with his coward boyfriends, Brahma dared to challenge him concerning Brahma's prayers, of which this verse is the conclusion. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur stated, "May these prayers of Brahma, which take away all doubts and broadcast all the definitive conclusion of devotional service, become the expert craftsmanship of foundation of my consciousness." So Chakravarti Vat like these prayers as a meditation for uplifted consciousness without doubt. Chakravarti writes, Brahma said, "O Lord, if you don't want to speak to me because I am an offender, then at least show me some mercy by giving a nectar of your glands. By drinking this nectar, I will be able to maintain my life for the rest of the kalpa." After expressing this feeling, Brahma offered his respectful obeisance to Krishna. Referring to Krishna's right eye, now this is interesting. Brahma is referring to Krishna's right eye, which is original form of sun. Brahma says, "Vrishani kul pushkar josh dayan." As the sun, you make the lotus flower of Vrishni dance tree bloom and fill them with joy. Then referring to Krishna's left eye, which is the original form of the moon, Sasi Shurya Netram. Sasi means moon and Shurya means sun, both are the eyes of Lord. Brahma says, "Kshama nirajara dveja pashu dadhi vidhi karin." O moon, who expand the ocean to nourish all the inhabitants of earth and demigods in Swargalok, and the birds and cows, Dwej Pashudadi, in Vrindavan, please mercifully expand the good fortune of me, the lowest of the demigods. O moon, who expand the ocean to nourish all the inhabitants of earth, the demigods, Nirjar, in Swargalok. So be merciful. With your two eyes as sun and moon, please dispel the blinding darkness of ignorance. Sarvar har, and mercifully destroy my impiety, Dharma, which was seen in my attempt to bewilder even you with my mystic power. Please remove it so that I will never make such a mistake again. Amarkosh Dictionary says, Sharvarstva andhatamaha. Sharvar means blinding darkness. Brahma said, O Lord, even though you have killed many demons on the earth, Kshati, Rakshas, Druk, such as Aghasur, nevertheless, you gave them residence in your own spiritual abode. I am also a demon like them. I am a Brahma Rakshasa from Satyalok who has come to the earth to disturb you and your intimate friends and cows. Therefore, as you punish the other demons, you should also purify me with punishment. If he sees that his master is either merciful or cruel, the servant is encouraged to continue living. But if he sees that master is indifferent, he does not care at all, even a servant no longer desires to maintain his life. So either you punish me or do favor or whatever, be merciful, but do something. Don't be indifferent, because I cannot maintain the life. Then Brahma thought within his heart, alas, alas, thinking that it was not proper for my master Krishna, who is the most exalted Lord of all lords, to hold a stick, be decorated with gunja, mineral dyes, peacock feather, and other simple ornaments, and enjoy pastime with coward boys. I foolishly committed an offense to him and his friends. Let me beg forgiveness from them. From them, in the phrase akalpam arkam aharana kalpam arkam aharan Bhagavan namaste. Arka means sun and aharan means worship and kalpa means day of Brahma. O Supreme Person of Godhead, as long as this universe existed and as long as sun shines, I will offer obeisances unto you. The word akalpam means including your gunja. Akalpam means including your gunja, necklace and other ornaments. Arkam means even lowly ark tree, which bears flowers and cannot be offered to the Lord. Even I will offer obeisance to anything of the Braj, though it may be insignificant tree like arka tree. Here Brahma says, everything in Braj, including even your ornaments and even your ark tree, are object of my worship, Aharan. O Lord, who can be merciful or merciless? Who can grant the auspiciousness or trouble? I offer my respectful obeisances, namaste, unto you. Concluding Brahma's prayers, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur offers following prayer. Sarva Sankshaya Hirta Sarva Bhakti Siddhanta Santahi Santita Astu Brahmastuti Chitta Bhitau Me Charu Chitrita. May these prayers of Brahma, which remove all doubts and teach all the definitive conclusions of devotion, remain forever impressed upon my heart. And Srila Jiva Goswami writes, in order to offer respect with the realization of his power and with reverence. So these are the qualities of Brahma, offering respect with realization and reverence to the opulence of Krishna. Brahma first called out using the name of the Lord Swarup. Then he called out the name depicting his birth and activities, revealing external particulars. Vrishni Kul referred to Vasudev's family and Nanda's family, as was proved earlier. How it was proved earlier? Anybody can say? How it was proved earlier? It means we must have proved this earlier, right? Your exam is over. You have already finished the exam of first 10 chapter. Is not, you should not forget that.
It was said somewhere that their brothers Vasudeva and Nanda.
Yes, now you are right. Because Vasudeva and Nanda have the same ancestral grandfather, Devamid. So both are Vrishni Kula Puskar. That is right. That is right. Most of the time we know the things, but we never apply our intelligence. Okay. According to usage in the text, the term primary refers to Nanda's family. Brahma referred to Krishna as Pashupal Angajaya, first verse. Though the word earth is not modified, the intention is link it with cows and brahmanas, since it is well known that Lord appeared on the earth to benefit cows and brahmanas. Udharama means dharma which oppose the Lord. Udharama. So there are, I think somewhere you can find, at least there are 5 varieties. Dharma, apdharma, udharma. There are some more varieties of dharma. There is one full verse sometime you have to find out. I think in the 11th canto there is a verse which says dharma, adharma, apadharma, apatadharma. There are some other. This is uddharma, which means dharma, which opposes Lord. The Rakshasas such as Kansa are the promoter of uddharma. Metaphors of the moon, cause of increasing the ocean, and the sun, nourisher of the lotus, are given to suggest that the Lord produce all auspiciousness and suggest his glorification with great fame and power. So what Chankravarti Path says, right eye and left eye, or same thing, Jiva Goswami is saying, these are metaphors. The metaphor of the moon is because it increases the ocean, waves come up, and the sun nourishes the lotuses because lotus open when sun rises. So they are given to suggest that the Lord produced the auspiciousness and to suggest his glorification with a great fame and power. O Lord, as Krishna, you are Swayam Bhagavan. You are worthy of worship, Araha, from the sun, which reveals Bhu, Bhua, Swa, three planetary system. We live at Bhulok. Above us is a Bhualok, where Gandharva and Siddhas they live. And above that is Soalok, which is heavenly planet, where Indra and other demigods lives. These are called three planetary system above us. We and the two more. Planets up to the Maharlok. Then there are three more. Arkam, Maharlok. Are you alone can show, Aran, what I saw and no one else. You are able to do everything. You are worthy of worship, spreading over the kalp, my lifetime. Or akalpam can refer to the ornaments of Krishna. Akalpan can also refer to ornament of Krishna, such as Gunja garland, peacock feather, and yogurt rice in his left hand. Arkam can refer to flowers of the ark tree, which should not be offered to the Lord. I offer respect to you along with your ornaments, even to the flowers of the ark tree, which is generally not worshipable. So Arkam has two meanings. One meaning of the ark is sun, and the other meaning is the ornaments of Krishna. Because of the mercy of the people who receive the mercy of Chaitanya, I have explained, according to my inclination, the prayers of Brahma for their bliss, for the bliss of the Parampara. This is Jiva Goswami's mood. Now Sanatana Goswami Pad writes, O Krishna.
You mentioned that the arka should not be offered to the Lord.
Because these are the flowers. Some flowers are not used for the offering to the Vishnu deities. They may be used for Devi or some other. So there are some flowers which are forbidden from offering to the, like some red flowers, they are offered to the Devi but not to the Vishnu. So there are some categories, some things. So these are
actually lavender flower.
Some ark tree, some tree in Vrindavan is called by name ark tree, and flower of that tree are not used for worship of the Lord Krishna.
I see. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. O Krishna, endowed with various splendors in all matters, Sri Krishna, endowed with Sri, he attracts everyone's heart. Here Sri means beauty. He is excellent in all other ways completely. He is clarified with the other terms addressing Krishna. The reason for all this is that he is Bhagavan who displays all powers. Or Brahma praises in the form of Sankirtan of the Lord's names. After having developed the highest bhakti, summarizing in one verse, the purpose of all avatara and offers respect to the Lord's lotus feet. By his appearance, the Lord destroyed the grief of Vasudeva and Yadus and gave them bliss, like the lotus giving up, being closed in the darkness and blossoming with the rising of the sun. This was described previously. Sa bibhrata purusham dhama. This was in an earlier verse, chapter 2. He manifests the effulgence of the Lord and becomes as bright as sun. Drishtya hare syat bhavatah pado bhuva. The heavenly burden of the demons upon this earth, which arises from your feet, is immediately removed by your appearance. 238. So these are the demigod's prayers. He caused increase in the earth, devatas, and ocean of the cows in the virgin. By destroying adharma and increasing dharma, he eradicated suffering and produced bliss. Even though by increase in the earth automatically there is increase in Brahmins and cows on the earth, which are individually listed to show special increase when Krishna appears. Or it can indicate the increase among the sages of Maharlok and the people of Gokul with the Golok. Or this refers particularly to the increase in Braj, since his appearance made the earth, waterfalls, Brahmins, birds, cows, buffaloes prosper to the highest degree. At the end, Brahma described the goal, spreading prema bhakti. The Lord takes away darkness of process contrary to the bhakti. Udharam sharvakara. Udharam sharvakara. O destroyer of the demons on the earth. These are of two types. Person with deep demonic nature opposing bhakti, which is the life of the people who wander about in the darkness of material world. And the other, the enemies of the Vrishni like Kansa. The Lord counteracts some by punishing their pride and others by killing them. This is for their benefit. O more merciful Lord, Bhagavan, you encourage the devotee with bhakti. You can do this and no one else can, Aharan, or the Lord who can do anything. For my life span, Akalpam, I offer respect to you, or I offer respect to you and all your decorations like gunja, necklaces, earrings, peacocks, feather, and rice in your left hand. I offer respect even to the arc flower, which is not respectful. I offer respect to you, Krishna, endowed with all power, O son of Nanda, full of highest bliss. Because of the mercy of the people who receive the mercy of Chaitanya, I have explained, according to my inclination, the prayers of the Brahma to their bliss. Same thing Sanatana Goswami is saying. Gopal Champu writes, melting with moon-like touch of the glorification of Braja, we cannot come to the conclusion, what more can be said? Snigdha Kantha said, what did Krishna then say? Madhukund said with smile, he said nothing. But while Brahma was speaking, he smiled on seeing him offer prayers. He saw something amazing. When one mouth spoke, 4 mouths made sounds. This was bewildering about Brahma. After Brahma had finished speaking, Krishna smiled but did not speak. He seemed to say, we are cowards and know the truth. You, Brahma, do not know truth. What should we say to you? Go. So now the next verse number 41 and 42. Brahma returned to his abode and Krishna come back with his calves. Sri Shukavach.
Ram Prabhu.
Yes?
Hare Krishna. Can I ask a question?
Yes?
About these verses. Somehow I feel compassion for Lord Brahma because as far as I remember, he was bewildered by Yoga Maya, not by Mahamaya. So at least partly it was the will of the Lord that Brahma made this mistake. And actually he gave some help for this pastime of the Lord. So if the Lord was actually engaged in this bewilderment, why he doesn't speak to Brahma? And as we read this in Gopala Champu, he just doesn't like to see him. Why is it like this?
Only one thing which usually is said about that is, when somebody does pastime in which Krishna is separated from his dear friends, Krishna don't like that. So Brahma's this pastime, even by Yoga Maya, it was Krishna's desire, but it was not pleasing to Krishna, because Krishna was separated from cowherd boys, his dear friends, for 1 year. On the other hand, when you come to the Govardhan Puja, though Indra has done so much mischief, he wanted to drown the Brja, he wanted to kill the cows. But when he offered prayers, Krishna said, oh, very okay, no problem, very good, okay, you go, I forgive you. He spoke this. Why? Because in this pastime, though Indra was impudent, but he made for 7 days and night Krishna and his devotees together under the Govardhan. Even the gopis and radhas, they were with him for 7 days. So certain pastimes are, the demigods, they do something, but there is a sanction of Krishna. But in some pastime, the devotees relish more association of Krishna, that is more pleasing to Krishna. And Brahma's as a pastime, Krishna is separated from his dear devotees. That is only the reason. That Krishna did not want to talk to him. He said, well, you are demigod, I am coward boy, you are so learned, what should I talk with you? So Brahma realized that I made a mistake. He is Supreme Lord. He can manifest from himself without jivatma, without karma, without any material elements, all the cowherd boys and calves and everything. Therefore, he is, I know, Supreme Personality of Godhead, and I made the mistake. I tried to use my mystic power on the yogi, Yogeshwar Krishna. So Krishna as a child did not say anything to, he's a child, let him go, no problem. But Brahma has made the friends separate from Krishna, that Krishna did not like. So Krishna has to do something else, which is in these verses now. Krishna has to keep 1 year like a 1 moment. He has to control the time for cowherd boys. Not only cowherd boys, even the food has to remain fresh for 1 year with the same fragrance. And then you can tell me some other pastime in which the time becomes same. When we come to that place, then we'll discuss same thing again. Okay. Sri Shuka Vacha Iti Abhishtuyaha Bhumanam. Abhishtuya means offering prayers. Bhumanam, which means unlimited Supreme Personal of Godhead. Tiratha Parikarma Padayoho. 3 times, Traihi, 3 times he circumambulated the Lord Brahma. Natvabhishtam Jagadhata. Jagadhata means Brahma. Natabhishtakam means offer obeisances. Swadham Pratayo Papadyat, then he left for his own abode, Satyalok. Sukadeva Goswami said, having thus offered his prayers, Stutiya, Brahma circumambulated his worshipful Lord, the unlimited person of Godhead, Bhuman, 3 times and then bowed down at his lotus feet. Appointed creator of the universe, then returned to his own residence. Srila Prabhupada disciple write, although Lord Brahma had prayed to take birth as a blade of grass in Vrindavan, or even in the area surrounding Vrindavan, Lord Krishna, by his silent response to Brahma's prayer, indicate that Brahma should return to his own abode. First, Brahma has to complete his personal devotional service of universal creation. Then he should come to Vrindavan and get the mercy of the inhabitants there. In other words, principle. A devotee should always be attentive to execute his personal service, devotional service properly. This is more important than trying to live in Lord's abode. Chakravarti Pad writes, what was Brahma's desire? Abhishtam. Actually, desire to attain Krishna and Vrindavan. Krishna, however, sent Brahma back to his own home in Brahmalok, which is very dear to him. Brahma is a creator of the universe, and if he suddenly abandoned his post, the universe would not function properly. In the Vedanta Sutra, it is said, Yavad adhikaram avasthitir adhikari kanam. Authorities should fulfill the duties of their posts as long as they are assigned. Thus, it is understood that after fulfilling his responsibilities in the post of Brahma, Brahma would attain his desired goal of residence in Vrindavan. I think Srila Jiva Goswami is almost same thing. Same Brahma Sutra and everything same. And Sanatana Goswami said first he decided in his mind that he would stay somewhere invisibly, giving up his position, Brahma, out of greed for living in Braj or out of shame. So he stood there. Receiving at that time the mercy of Krishna, Lord, he went to his dear home because he was maintainer of the universe. If he gave up his post, the creation of the universe would not take place properly. Thus the Lord sent him home. Verse 42. Tato anugnapya bhagavan swabhavam praga avastitam vatsan pulinamaniye yatha purvah sakham swakam. Tato anugjapya bhagavan. This anugapya means giving permission. He gave permission to Brahma to go, and after that swabhavam praga avastitaha. Now Krishna Swabhavam, his own son, who is Brahma, Brahma is his son. He gave permission to his own son, Swabhavam, Prag Avasthitam, to go and back situated in your Satyalok. And then Vatsan Pulin Anya, then Krishna brought the calves back to the bank of river Jamuna. Yatha Purva, as is before. Sakham Swakam, his own friends were sitting there. After granting his son Brahma permission to leave, the Supreme Personality of Godhead took the calves who were still where they had been a year earlier and brought them to the river bank where he had been taking his meal and where his coward boyfriend remained just as before. This is Srila Prabhupada disciple, right? The word Subhavam to his own son indicate that Krishna forgave the offense of Brahma, or the offense Brahma had committed, and treated him with affection as his son. So the word Subhavan is indicating that Krishna forgave Brahma. It stated in this verse that original cowherd boyfriends and calves were situated just as before, near the bank of Yamuna river and in the forest, respectively. Boyfriends were at the river and calves were in the forest. Previously, the calves had disappeared within the forest and Lord Krishna had gone to search for them. Not finding them, the Lord had returned to the river bank to discuss the situation with his coward boyfriends. But they had also disappeared. Now the cows were once again, not cows, the calves were once again in the forest and the cowherd boys once again on the bank of river, ready to take their lunch. According to Srila Sanatana Goswami, the cows and boys remained in the forest and on the river bank, respectively, for 1 year. Lord Brahma did not actually take them away to another place. By the Lord's omnipotent illusory energy, the gopis and other residents of Vrindavan did not notice the cows and boys. Nor did the cows and boys notice the passing of years' time and feel any hunger, cold, or thirst. All this was part of pastime arranged by Lord's illusory potency, which is Yoga Maya or Leela Shakti. Lord Brahma thought, I have kept all the boys and calves of the Gokul sleeping on the bed of my mystic potency, and to this very day they were not risen. A similar number of boys and calves have been playing with Krishna for 1 whole year. Yet they are different from the ones illusioned by my mystic power, potency. Who are they? Where did they come from? Nothing is invisible to the Lord. Thus Lord Krishna appeared to be searching for the calves and boys only to enact the dramatic pastime of bewildering Lord Brahma. After Brahma surrendered and offered prayers, Lord Krishna returned to the original boys and calves, who appeared exactly as before, although their size had somewhat increased because of 1 year's growth. According to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, since Lord Krishna was playing exactly like an innocent young boy, coward boy, in Vrindavan, after four-headed Brahma offered his prayers, the Lord maintained his role as young coward boy and thus remained silent before Brahma. Krishna's silence indicate the following thoughts. What are the thoughts? Where did this four-handed Brahma come from? What is he doing? What are these words he keep on speaking? I am busy looking for my calves. I am just a coward boy and do not understand all this. So Krishna is thinking like that because he is silent. He said, who is this? From where he has come? What he is doing? Why he is disturbing in my search of my calves? Lord Brahma had considered Lord Krishna an ordinary coward boy and had treated him as such. After accepting Brahma's prayers, Krishna continued to play as a coward boy and thus did not answer the four-handed Brahma. Rather, Krishna was more interested in rejoining his coward boy friends for picnic lunch on the bank of Yaman river than talking with Brahma. Chakravarti Pad writes, by remaining silent, Krishna gave Brahma permission to leave. This is the one result of keeping silence. Go. It is said, maunam samati lakshanam, which means silence means consent. Go. Brahma has asked permission to go in verse 39. Anujanihi mam Krishna. Krishna remained silent through the entirety of Brahma's prayers. Seeing the Lord's silence, Brahma took that his permission to depart. He took that as a permission to depart. Krishna could not break his silence. Why? Because he was playing exactly like an innocent young coward boy. A 4-year boy, now he's a 5-year. The son of king of Vraja, in the pastime of bewildering Brahma. Thus Krishna's silence here was deliberate. Krishna's searching for the calves and boys was like an actor's assuming a certain role from the beginning to the end of the play. In Srimad Bhagvatam 10, 13, 16, which we have already done, It says, thereafter, when Krishna was unable to find the cows, he returned to the bank of river. But there he was also unable to see the cowherd boys. Thus he began to search for both the cows and boys, as if he could not understand what had happened. As if means he knew everything. Brahma began his prayers in the verse 1 with the word namo media. While the four-headed Brahma was offering his prayer, Krishna maintained his role of a young cowherd boy, and he thus remained silent. Krishna's silence indicates the following thought. Same thing. Just we read. What thought? Where did this four-handed Brahma come from? What is he doing here? What is these words he keeps on speaking? I am busy looking my cows. I am just a coward boy. I do not understand all this. In this way, by remaining silent throughout Brahma's prayer, Krishna concluded his dramatic performance. Thus, in the presence of his servant of his own, is like an actor playing a part. Bhagvatam, same verse. A morsel of food in his left hand, searching everywhere for the cows with his and other eyes. Krishna sees that his own knowledge of his problem play acting. So when Krishna is playing with her, Yashoda is not drama. Krishna thought Aniniye. Krishna brought the cows Aniniye. The simple son. Is his